It is Royal Rumble weekend in the wrestling world. It is Chair Shot Reality here on WrestleZone.com, coming to you from the beautiful studios in downtown Pittsburgh. That is Point Park University. Josh Eisenberg, I am Justin LaBar, and all weekend long we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble, and we're going to be talking and encouraging you to play WrestleRumble.com, where you can win up to $500 for correctly predicting who's going to come into the Rumble at what spot. Each spot's worth points. You can predict who comes in at number 3. That's worth some points. People with the most points, they win the money. That's how it works. Pretty simple. Josh, one of the big factors in trying to predict who's going to be coming into the Rumble, of course, is the surprises. Last year, it wasn't real surprise heavy. Just Bubba Ray Dudley and DDP would be your surprises. This year, obviously, greater potential for more. Let's go ahead and just get the elephant out of the room. Is AJ Styles one of the 30 men?
AJ Styles should be one of the 30 men in the 2016 Royal Rumble match. And I'll tell you why, because we're not sure what other surprises they're going to be. And just because WWE has been teasing him doesn't necessarily mean the lights go out, they have a video package for him, a big strobe light goes right down and you pop out and there's the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. You need something for internet fans who aren't watching the Royal Rumble to tune in Monday night, and this is a great way to do that. The hype surrounding AJ Styles is just spectacular right now, and when you have a guy like John Cena tweeting at AJ Styles, you know he's there to make an impact. The Rumble is all about surprises, especially because people are talking about how this could be the most predictable with realistically 2 or 3 legitimate winners.
If AJ Styles is going to have any involvement in a Royal Rumble, it needs to be nothing more than a video hype package to start to get people who aren't familiar with them familiar.
He's not Jericho.
Well, because there's a difference between having heard of somebody and knowing somebody. Not everybody knows who AJ Styles is. WWE has more casual fans than hardcore fans. That's how they keep doing good business. AJ Styles should not be in the Rumble. Here's why. WWE needs to learn from the mistakes they made the past 2 years, and the same thing applies to Daniel Bryan. He should not be in the Rumble.
I agree with that.
The last 2 years, people, because they know that they had the possibility of it, and then it's happened, i.e. Daniel Bryan last year being in the Rumble, coming back after being injured, and he lasts for 10 minutes until he gets eliminated. That overshadowed everything else they were trying to do with Roman Reigns winning. If you put AJ Styles in this Rumble in front of Orlando, where he could be the mayor of, because he performed there.
Time out. You just told me that not many people know him, but it's in Orlando, so obviously people
in Orlando people know him. Yes, in Orlando he can be mayor.
That's why it's the perfect opportunity.
No, because it's going to distract it. Because then when he gets eliminated, because he's not going to go to the final.
He's not going to win though. Every fan knows he's not going to win the Rumble.
But those fans are still okay. You know what? Those fans are still going to be unruly, and they're going to distract and hijack. Simple fact: wait for Raw if you want to put them on there. Same thing with Bryan. Don't bring him in on Rumble. If you want surprises, do the guys that everybody understands are just there for nostalgia. Do the Scott Halls, do the Jake the Snake Roberts. People don't expect anything more than an entrance.
You really think those guys can take a tumble over the top rope? I don't know
Scott Hall took a backflip outside of the ring at Mania last year. He took a back body bump.
I don't know if I would do that. I understand what you're saying about those nostalgia guys because they're there just for the music, just for them to walk down the ring and get into the Rumble match. Like, I understand that. But I think more people now are realistic that AJ Styles isn't going to win. And what this can also do...
They're not realistic. That's the problem.
Think of WWE bringing AJ Styles out. They really want to put a little jab, a little screw into him. After AJ Styles, 5 or 6 later... Why not a little Samoa Joe? Let's mess with the fans a little bit because, and that's me being a guy who does like TNA, but they don't necessarily need to do that. But they can talk about their history in Japan. They don't have to bring up TNA. This is a great opportunity. WWE needs to capitalize right now. They know all of this predictability. They know Reigns at 1. Look, you know pretty much Triple H at 30. Lesnar probably somewhere in between those 20s because that guy's a big paycheck.
But when you dangle that hope out, just like okay, let me put it this way. Last year, after Daniel Bryan became world champion, got injured within a month, and then was out for 9 months, and he comes back and returns at Rumble. You should have never thought that he was going to win, people, but yet they dangled the potential, and because he was in the match, everybody goes, well, he needs to win. Never mind the fact that the guy's injury prone and the guy you're not going to put that investment back in him. And I like Bryan. If Bryan and Styles were in the Rumble, the fan of them and me would be like, wow, this is exciting. I'm seeing them on WWE television, especially AJ. But for business purposes, WWE, you should not do it because it's going to overshadow your story, which is Roman Reigns trying to overcome 29 of the guys and hold on to his title. Don't make the same mistake you've done the last 2 years. Just don't do it. It's in Orlando. Those fans, they are going to gravitate to AJ if you put him in there. Just show a hype video, and that's all the happiness they need, and then let them be on Raw the next night in Tampa or wherever they're at.
I don't know. So you don't have AJ Styles according to you. Who else? You're going to have the Nash, the Hall, or the Hall Nash type of surprises, not those necessarily guys. Who?
You can
a couple NXT guys,
and that would,
like a Baron Corbin,
and that would be suffice to we saw that in Pittsburgh 2 years ago, they put Rusev in.
Yeah.
And that was Rusev's,
And now this is even, people know NXT so much more than 2 years ago, obviously.
Correct.
So it's not going to be just a random, who
Correct.
is this guy?
No, Brian, Shawn Michaels will not be in it.
RJ City?
RJ is.
Who's the guy that
we're
WWE
trying
are doing now? Warlord or something? What's his name? Or Wardlock? That big guy? What's his name?
Wardlow.
Wardlow.
It's all part of Team
How about
LeVar.
Wardlow?
You never know. You never know who could show up.
Maybe I will.
You
Maybe
never
I'll
know.
show up.
Virgil could show up. You
Virgil
never
could
know.
show up.
But if you want to see Virgil Saturday night in Elizabeth, PA, he'll be hosting a show. Or at
It's
least
not the Warlord?
no, not the
Okay, I thought it was. Who knows?
We got a lot more to talk about Royal Rumble weekend here. Don't go anywhere.
I got this feeling that this ain't gonna be one night thing, baby. The stick shift kind. Yeah, you'll train like a soldier. I let you out, pull the trigger. I'm not that bad.